Alright, hello and welcome back to Professor Layton Diabolical Box. Last time we kind of got things started here, so let's power on with that, I guess. We get one of these. Professor Layton receives a letter from his friend's mentor, Dr. Andrew Schrader. The letter reveals that the doctor is coming in possession of an antique known as the Elysian Box. Let me move this over here. The Elysian Box is room to kill anyone who dares open it. Nevertheless, the doctor's curiosity is overwhelming. He announces his intention to open it. With an uneasy heart, Layton sets out from his study to check on the doctor at his home in London. And yeah, we've just started, so we've made no progress. It's a pretty old building, it looks sturdy enough. I'm trying to look for hint coins here too. The flowers are blooming. I wonder who takes care of them. This place is nice. I feel safe walking around here at night. I guess we talk to this guy then. Damon. Hello there, mister. Never seen you around here before. Want to hear something useful? Check it out. See that mailbox right over there? Try tapping on it, will ya? Oh. There we go, that's what I was looking for. Brilliant, that's a hint coin you found there. Ever work a puzzle and get stuck? It's times like that when I bet you'd fancy a hint, yeah? Well, when that happens, you can trade in those shiny hint coins for hints. They're scattered all over the place, which means you should always be on the lookout for them. Don't anything suspicious, okay? Good, well, that's all I had to say. You take it easy, mister. Layton did not have the opportunity to speak there ever. If I just tap on the door, that does take us there directly. We don't need to go into the shoe. Okay, this cool running CG. It's no time right now to examine cleaning supplies. I mean, it kind of is. You can look at the view after we make sure the doctor's okay. He could just be out of his house at the moment, too. You're kind of just walking in and assuming he's gonna be there. But, fires are nice, but you gotta get into that flat. Is it gonna be locked with a puzzle? This is Dr. Schrader's flat, I'm sure of it. Andrew, are you home? Okay, that's the sensible thing to do first. It's Herschel Layton. Sir, are you there? Doctor? Maybe he's out at the moment. I don't hear anything there, Professor. What if he's... There's no time for speculation now. Luke, we must get this door open immediately. It seems to be locked from the inside. Yeah, he's just getting groceries right now. Just check back in on him later. Without a key, there's no way to get in. Of course. In my haste, I forgot what these keys the doctor included in his letter. Oh, okay, that actually does kind of change things. If he said, hey, if I'm out, here's my keys, you can come in and check, make sure I'm not dead, that does validate our actions. I assumed for some reason that they would just bust down the door. Quick, Professor, let me try them on the door. Huh? That's strange, it doesn't seem like any of the keys work on the lock. Luke, don't you see? Dr. Schrader has set before us yet another puzzle to solve. The right key, 20 picker rats, number 3. Which key opens the door? As you might expect, the key won't open the door for its shape, won't let it pass through the keyhole. Use your stylus to fit keys through the lock. Examine each key carefully, and use your stylus to move the keys to find one that fits into the lock. So it needs to have this kind of structure, right? Could it not be this? Because I'm guessing if you put them all in the right way, none of them will work. Hey, look at that.
Let's see if this
Did I
works.
remember that? I feel I don't know. That might have been something I vaguely remembered. Maybe that's just my intuition, though. That's right. Did it take you a while to figure out that the portion of the key resembling the grip was actually the part that fit the keyhole? Answers can often be found in the most unlikely of places. That's a good idea, actually, though, for a key. I think that would work. If you could design a key that worked like that. Ooh, CG. Oh!
Professor!
Okay. I don't know why I'm surprised. It needs to be dramatic.
No, and true.
So.
How could this have happened?
I didn't expect the voice acting, though.
This is terrible, Professor. Do you suppose the Elysian box did this to Dr. Schrader when he tried to open it?
Well, it's a dinosaur. He's got
I honestly don't know, Luke. But that can wait. Right now, we need to notify the police.
Of course, Professor.
The voice acting's so good, especially with, like, the DS compression crunching it just a little bit. It really adds...
What do we have here?
It really adds to the tone. Okay, yeah, that's the ticket.
A train ticket? For the Momentary Express?
I was alluding to earlier.
Now, this is strange. Look, there's no destination written on this ticket. Have you ever seen a train ticket that didn't say where it was taking you?
Yes, very strange indeed.
Okay, train ticket. A single ticket with no visible destination was found in Dr. Schrader's home. It appears to be for the Momentary Express. But where exactly is it supposed to take its owner? Sorry, one sec. Okay. Oh, that's the police, I guess. I mean, he's dead. Of course we can call the cops. I remember this cutscene.
Excuse me.
Shouldn't there be ambulances?
Well, Inspector Chelmey's the name. You two found the body, did you? What in the blanket? No, Luke. Let him go. Get off me. Luke, stop that. That's his face.
I like how the constable doesn't care at all.
Oh my gosh, his face doesn't come off. He's the real deal.
That's a good thing to say about someone when you first meet them.
What in the blazes? That's my face, not some piece of taffy.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean it. I was sure we had another imposter on our hands.
What in the world is this child talking about? I swear, young ones these days have no manners. My apologies for the confusion. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Herschel
Are we
Layton.
gonna have to prove to him that we're like actually Layton by solving a
I'm
puzzle?
a professor of archaeology at Gressenheller University.
The name Gressenhall, that's a cool name for the
I'm
university.
his apprentice, Luke.
Interesting. So if I understand correctly, you keep a child around as an apprentice, do you?
I forgot about that.
Not at all, sir. In truth, he's...
Professor Layton's apprentice, like I said.
Yeah, we find out what that is in a later
Well,
game.
it's really none of my concern. I have a crime scene that needs my attention. Clear a path, will you? But of course. Luke, not a word about that ticket to the authorities, all right?
Oh, we do lie to the cops. I
You got it, Professor.
was wondering if that's gonna be a mechanic. It's not a mechanic, you know what I mean.
Yes. Let's see. What do we have here? A murder? Or was the crime self-inflicted?
Are we gonna tell him about the box?
Inspector, I should tell you that the door was locked before Luke and I came in. I see. So this door, the sole entry point in and out of this 8th floor flat, was shut tight. Then the doctor was holed up in here, completely apart from the outside world, yes? That being the case... Yes, I'm sure of it. The old gent must have suffered a heart attack.
Is that what
What?
happened?
How did you come to that conclusion, sir?
I mean, it's actually kind of a logical one.
Use your noodle, laddie. What other explanation could there be?
Especially given that he doesn't know about the box. Like, that's a perfectly reasonable thing to think.
It's true that the flat is on the 8th floor and that the door was locked, Inspector. Still, I'd hesitate to say that this room was completely closed off from the outside.
There is the window.
Is that so? Please elaborate.
I know in later games you have to work through this kind of logic partially yourself. I don't know if they implement that mechanic yet.
Isn't it obvious?
We'll find
There's
out.
something quite unusual about our crime scene that's been overlooked.
They'll make it a regular puzzle though, I think.
Eh?
We'll see.
It's as plain as the nose on your face, Inspector. I suppose you academics think your fancy degrees prepare you to play detective, eh? I tell you, nowadays, it seems like everybody and their mum thinks they can do my job.
I realize this game is like, they got like budget constraints and hardware constraints, but it'd be nice if the whole game is voice acted. They always pick really nice.
Now, as I was
Good
saying,
people
the
do it.
cause of death was heart failure, plain and simple. And there's what caused it.
Is he even really dead though? Dude? Okay, well that's stupid. It's his. He knows about it already.
It's a scaled-down model of a Kronosaurus, if I'm not mistaken.
Kronosaurus. Right? He said it kind of.
I reckon that ugly mug will give anyone nightmares. Here's what probably happened. The old fellow turned on a light, took one look at the beast, and then keeled right over.
But this is the doctor's own home. Why would the bones he put up himself scare him?
Alright, yeah, there we go.
People have a way of becoming forgetful with age. Not that you'd understand, boy.
Boy.
Well, you're right about that. I don't think I understand it at all.
Oh.
Mr. Layton, was it? No? Ah, yes, Layton. Mr. Layton, what do you think? The scenario you paint certainly isn't out of the realm of
I
possibility.
mean, it kind of is though. You don't just randomly become forgetful and...
But, considering the lights were off when we entered the room, I don't think we've found our answer yet. Oh, really?
Also, the thing is, you can just have a heart attack. It doesn't need to be caused by something, right?
Furthermore, look around you, Inspector. Doesn't anything strike you as odd?
I mean, it does in the sense of like your health status, but you don't need to be scared to have a heart attack.
What do you mean, Professor?
Or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Study your surroundings, Luke. I'm sure you can see it too.
Yeah, it's the window, right? Yeah, puzzle 4, secure room, 3 pick rats. With its windows open... Oh, is it not the window? With its windows opening out into thin air 8 stories up and its door securely bolted, you might think this room is inaccessible from the outside. However, a single unusual detail reveals the truth of what went on here. Your job is to look around the room by tapping the arrows and find this detail. Once you've got it, circle the area with your stylus to submit to give your answer. Make sure to circle only one object when you answer. Is it not the windows? Like... I'm gonna try it. I might just be wrong here, but...
Just leave it to me.
Nope, okay. Well, I
Oops,
tried.
That wasn't right.
How they would have tried to flee the scene. Yeah, there's my hubris for you. Oh, okay. That, That one's shredded.
Here goes.
Okay, I maybe should have thought a little harder, a little longer than that,
That
but
was almost too easy.
it's fine. You know, we gotta establish my hubris early on. That does add a complication, although we could have just grabbed it on its way down.
This window is missing a curtain.
So it is. But what exactly does this have to do with my crime scene?
It means someone exited the building through this window, and I'll bet he's our culprit.
I'd say that's a sound theory. Well done, my boy. Oh, yes. Sound as a pound. I was just about to propose the same idea myself.
Okay, so he doesn't accuse us. I
Liar!
know that does happen at some point, but like, it wouldn't really make sense here, so...
Shh, Luke, listen. I don't believe our friend the inspector will be of much help to us.
Listen, Luke, this guy is kind of dumb.
What say you and I conduct a little investigation of our own?
Professor, look! There's something in Dr. Schrader's hand.
Let's just fiddle with the body while Chumley's not looking. Show me.
It's a photograph, but it's been torn into so many pieces, I can't make out the original image.
Is that gonna be a puzzle, or like a mechanic? Okay, now there's... Okay, torn photographs of the photograph found in the late doctor's hand. In its current state, it's impossible to make out the contents of the photo. What could it be depicting? Like, is it gonna be like an analog of the painting?
Hey, what's the big
game?
idea? You can't just pour evidence in a crime scene. Get your hands off that.
Yeah, that's something.
What is this anyway?
So he does point it out.
Not that it matters. I'll be holding on to that. Now out with the both of you.
Yeah. I do like they added that to
But we're not done!
That's why I never called the police. You should have found that painting before he got here. So I guess he might have been too panicked or whatever. Dr. Schrader indicated that he was in possession of the Elysian box, that there was nothing resembling such an artifact in his home. Do you think the person who did this to him was after the box? It's an interesting theory, but for the moment that's all it is. However, it's my belief that we hold a clue to understanding today's events, namely that ticket. The Military Express ticket, right, Professor? Correct, Luke. I believe that our trip aboard the Military Express is in order. Oh, okay, box location. Someone managed to steal the Elysian box from Dr. Schrader's home without leaving behind a single implicating clue. Who could have made off with the box? And then... Do you suspect we'll find the key to unlocking this mystery on the train? Dr. Schrader did his best to point us towards the Military Express should something happen to him. It's been, I will say, kind of a weird length of time for this game for us to not have like direct control over our characters yet, but like we haven't had any real freedom to explore yet, but I know we get there. I'm just pointing out, like, in terms of how this video is going to be paced, it might be a bit weird because of that. Sure, it's fog on a London morning. I know this train will lead us to the answers we seek. Another cutscene? Yeah.
Professor Layton and Luke sped away from the city,
Who are you, narrator?
unaware of the secrets that awaited them down those iron tracks.
Cause I don't remember all the details. That could be someone we meet later on, but I don't recognize that voice offhand. We will Ratchet save as well. I don't know what happens if you quit at this point though, so we will kind of keep going until the game lets us save. Gosh, just look at this place, Professor. So posh, I feel like I should be wearing a monocle. Haha, quite so, Luke. Every decoration and detail in this room is more decadent than the last. I'd wager the rest of the train is just as grand. How'd you like to go exploring for a bit? Okay, here we go. There we go, perfect. Alright. We will read our journal and we'll save over the before. A cruise ship on rails. With no other leads at our disposal, Luke and I have decided to use a ticket we found at the doctor's flat to board the Military Express. I suspect the doctor rode this luxurious train at some point, but as to where it took him, I can't say. Yeah, we'll save over there, and okay, now we'll call it an episode. Yeah, see, like, we've got 3 things down here, like, there's 3 question marks. Those are going to be the analogy of, like, the painting puzzle and the room puzzle and all that we had before, but we won't unlock that till later on in the game. They kind of want to pace these things out, and, you know, I understand it. You don't want to just dump everything on the player at the start, but so yeah, next time we will look around this train, I guess. I remember there being a couple just like little intro, I guess this is like your introduction to how the game like really flows if you've never played a Professor Layton game before. And even if you have, you know, like, I don't remember exactly the details of the first game, like, but I know there are like steadily little quality of life improvements being added. So that's always something to look forward to, but for now, yeah, I guess we'll call it here. Next time we're gonna look around the train. So as always, thank you for watching.